Hello everyone, I hope you guys are doing wonderfully great. I made a video previously on the Celeste Fig, and I was just out in the garden harvesting some pears, and from my pear tree, might have to make a video on that, and some white Marseille figs, which just absolutely love these figs. They're just wonderful. And I thought to grab some Celeste figs while we're at it. And what I want to do here is see if we can try some more tree ripened specimens and maybe weigh these a little more and get some better statistics, get some better measurements. The shape is definitely that pear shape characteristic of the Celeste fig, and the size is pretty representative as well. But I'd like to just weigh these and see if we can get a better measure. And then we'll maybe cut a few of the more ripe ones open and have a look at the color and the flavor profile. See if they're any different than the ones that we had just a few days ago. Now, this part of the video might be a little bit boring for you guys, so feel free to, to fast forward it, but I will do my best to take as many of these readings as possible. And of course, I will be putting the numbers in the description for those of you that are curious as to what the deviation is and what the mean and median values are. But you can see they are, of course, on the smaller size. Even the bigger of these figs are still a little bit on the smaller size. Maybe weighing it and maybe roughly, I'm just going to go ahead and guess here, maybe 15 or so grams on average. But one of them had a little bit of, well, we're starting to have, wow, that's just 10 grams, a little bit of insect damage. And so, of course, I had to devour that one before it soured. I have noticed that these also do not spoil that easily, as do some other figs. But yeah, let's go ahead and select some of the more ripe ones, and we'll give these a quick taste test. So these two, I think, are two of the more ripe ones. You can see a little bit of cracking on the skin, just a little bit. And the eye is one of the tightest that I've seen on any fig cultivar. I have approximately 57 right now. I'm looking to expand just a little bit more, maybe get up to the high 60s, maybe 70, and just stop there. But of all the fig varieties that I have, this one certainly has one of the more tight eyes, and you hardly ever get any insect damage in terms of ants and things like that crawling in there. Well, I've never seen it on the Celeste fig. So let's go ahead and cut these stems off, and we will cut these open and see what they taste like. We already made a video on the Celeste fig. Unfortunately, my other figs are not ready yet because they're still quite young, and they're potted plants. Well, some of them are in ground. Only about 20 of them, or so, 22 of them, 23 actually. 23 of them are in ground, and those are not ready yet. All right, so between these two specific figs, the one on the right is a little more underripe. The skin on the Celeste fig is remarkably thin. I mean, it's barely noticeable. You could potentially peel it, but it's really not a nuisance at all. I mean, it's just it's like it's not even there. You can see the color is between red and amber. It's not blood red like some of the Adriatics are, and it's not black as some of the black figs are. And I want to make a special playlist on the black figs. I do have a special category of my own that I call the black fig. And the requirement for that is that the pigmentation is so high in the fig, where the interior, the skin and the exterior, when I say the skin, I mean this part, and when I say the exterior, I mean this part, are so high that it will actually stain your fingers. A good example of this would be the black Celeste, right? Okay, good. So let's go ahead and give this a try. Wow. Yep. Yeah. Again, this is not one of my favorite figs, but it is a very, very pleasant fig. And because it grows so vigorously, um, and it is quite a prolific fig. As a matter of fact, I think it's more prolific than it is vigorous. I think everyone should at least attempt to grow this fig. And I've grown this fig on the north side, south side, in ground, in pots, from clones, several different ways, and you really can't go wrong. Um, and it is drought tolerant. It doesn't really spoil on the tree, though. It does spoil more easily than some other fig cultivars that I have, but nonetheless, a very, very pleasant experience. So let's go ahead and try the other part and see what that's like. Yep, just as good as the first one. Both of these pieces were tree ripened. You can see the cracking again on the skin. A very pleasant experience, quite jammy, and pleasant. Zero seed crunch. So if you want to collect, an abundance of figs, and it is quite prolific, as you can see. This is just from being out there for less than 5 minutes, and the tree isn't even that large in size. If you want to make some jam or some something similar, preserved or whatever, using figs, I think this would be one of the best fig cultivars you can use, because it literally, no joke, has 0 seeds. I wish I had a better camera to show you guys, but truly it has zero seeds. And it's just a very, very easy eat, a very pleasant experience. And due to the size and sweetness of the fig, you can eat about a dozen of these before you feel like your blood sugar is getting too high. So, yeah, a very pleasant experience. I would not say that it tastes like brown sugar. I would say it's more of a sugar fig with some light berry notes and some figginess. Not as much as the Mount Etna types, but still has definitely a figgy flavor profile. Okay, guys, well, that's it for now. Hopefully this was a good follow-up to the first Celeste Fig video that we made. If you like this video, please remember to like and subscribe. I'll be making many more videos here soon enough about tips and tricks on how to clone, how to propagate, how to fertilize, how to keep your figs happy, nice and healthy. And maybe at some point we do a quick tour before summer is over and show you guys what is going on in the mini fig orchard. All right. Well, thanks again. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.